Hello, this is Super Anime Turbo, and today we're going to take a review of Rwby Volume 2 Office Manga Phonology Mirror Mirror. So you have this beautiful display of the art of Weiss Schnee, which is kind of awesome, which I liked it. You have it in the front, the side, and also even in the back. And the back it says, all new stories feature Weiss Schnee. Defeating monsters and stopping evil is a tough job, but Team Rwby is up for anything challenge, well, except for homework. the the heiress to the Sneeze Dust Company is not someone to underestimate just because of her prohibited background. Those tales show how fought Weiss is and how real from a team of excellent new manga artists comes the second volume in a series of short story collections showing Rwby, Rice, Blake, and Yang, which is kind of awesome. And also it says right down there, the Vomit Torture says, "Sent my regards to your father, Ice Queen," which is kind of nice. Very kind of like that Weiss Schnee's chibi. And also, she is my waifu. It's sponsored by Vincent Madden and also Vincent's Signature, the guys that created the Black Lagoon mangas that come from Japan. Which means I gotta take this review for the Black Lagoon during the next year or so. So let's check what's inside. You have the beautiful Weiss Schnee artwork, which is kind of awesome. Which was good. I really kind of like this one the better. But these three, I give them a thumbs up. I love that artwork. By the way, this is my BFF. So we're gonna go through every parts of the manga which I like. So this one, it tells you about the BFF of friendship. Then Rwby decided to give her cookies just to, to start up the whole entire night of studying, which is kind of awesome. Which is really, really kind of nice of her to give her cookies. Now, I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to show you the many parts of it. This one is called The Princess. It tells you the story, how Weiss Schnee becomes like a princess. It tells you that she went to the family's party, and all of a sudden her father was like yelling at her. He was like upset of everything. It says, "Weiss, go back to your room." And she was kind of like arguing to her older sister. And she was, sad and desperate. And her little brother, I forgot her little brother's name because I always watched the series and I always kept forgetting, This is kind of like the furthest up to the end. This was kind of like her childhood, And then all of a sudden they talk things about it and all of it, which was, kind of reminds her of her, her parents, but in a different way. But she does have some friends. Now this one's called One Akuma. I'm going to show you this one. When Violet was been bullied again by Claudian again, when they was talking things, and then Rice said to her, "We need to study." Then all this suddenly, that Claude pushed Violet into a window, and then fall her down, then, "Violet! But study," and then Rice and Denise go and save Violet, and then swoosh down and saved her, which is kind of like a good thing. And people started to clap at her that Weiss Schnee saved her life. After the end, Weiss Schnee finds a gift of carrots that Violet gave to her, and she wrote on the basket and says thank you, which was kind of nice. The parents made the sweets. Now this is the most funniest part. When Weiss was making the cookie, the batch of Rwby and her friends, then all suddenly that Yang was eating the cookie and what? It's so hard. What's this, metal? It was metal cookies. So Rwby says, I have an idea. Robin Torchwick was smoking a cigar and trying to figure out the plan to stall. And then the Rwby team appeared and they have this, let's go and fight. And Rice was like, huh? What's new attack? Cookies! And Robin Torchwick was like, and said, what's this? Some type of Ninja Star cookies? And I was like, that was so much funny, man. That's what I really liked the most about this part of this. Ninja Star cookies. Now this is called White Yellow Criminal. Now White Yellow Criminal is about when this person stole a purse of this woman, and then Weiss and Yang had to stop him. His moves was, fast and, and all this like that. And Yang's trying to punch him, but he got away. We were so close too, but he got away. But there was a bunch of thieves, and the thief was Emerald. Yes, but just a kindness. Yep, that's the end. Now this is called the soft warm ears. It tells you the two bonds that Weiss Schnee hates fondnesses. Till then, that in the past that she ever since that moment, and I knew, and she was, and then Rice was kind of her to ask her that, they each other the touchy feelings that Blake was fondness. And that's the huge part. Now this is one of my favorite parts of all. I'm going to show you this right now. When she was reviewed, using touch of the ball. Wait. Let me read this. So I guess I made a mistake. So I must have been following with your ears. Those ears kept you hitting all the time. May I take a look? What? And then, and she glazed, and she twitched. Blake twitched. Do you want to touch them? Maybe. And just for that, Blake feels so happy. That rubbing the cat's ears like, it reminds me. I never knew they were so soft and warm. The waves edge the beverage, which I love this part. This is the part which I love. It's happiness to the next boredom. I really kind of love this. Everybody thinks that Weiss is so much boring and everything else. All the boredom right here. They will always have this as to hang out with and all this. Weiss Schnee is not just the boring that she was, wants to be alone. And she felt like this one, she always have not how to really have a friend, so they always blush, gossip, kind of like me. And Rwby says, do you want to go to the city? And Yang just grabbed her and said, I'm sorry, Rice. Which is always anxious about your fest. Sometimes it's hard to relax when you are pumped up. Let's go shopping and blow off some steam. Are they doing this for me? Are they doing this for me? Wow. Then Rice was like, lost in all of this. And that I am graceful with your promises. And they decide to go. That's the end. Here we got Justin Ronan, BFF, which is one of the funniest parts. This is what this art manga guy, I forgot his name of this artist. You could find it at some website. This is kind of funny, and I like and enjoyed this. Okay, this is called With You. When she was trying to make some milk tea, when Rice was like feeling powerless and sad, and I knew I can't get along in the ain't one. Here, I brought you some coffee. I call it coffee tea. Thanks. You should help me keep reading while you study. And Rice was like, she is blushing. The coffee's that such a servant as liberty. You know. How is she always smiling? I feel ridiculous for overrizing anything. Then she felt like so much alone, and how could this be concerned about feeling bad about behind my sister? Weiss? Huh? And she just smiled and all this. And she decided to give her 2 coffees to pick up. You know. Just to make her all good. And that's what I like about this. Okay. Snowy White Dreams. Now this is what's the part about her dreams, and you know, this is what I really like the most. It tells you, and it tells her about like how her dreams were and all of this. This is for other rights that might be do something, and also feeling that I am lonely. She always felt so lonely of her, you know, that her parents get arguing all the time and all of this. I am here. They're always here by her side. And so is Rwby, which is nice, by the way, of the beautiful manga. This is what her story is, and then she feels sorry. Then she smiled and said, "Thank you. I will never end up alone. Not when I have here. Not when I have a team." Damn. Now this is called a Snowy Winter Melancholy. When Weiss Schnee was having a cold fever, her sister visited her. When Rwby and her friends decided to visit her, that, "Did you cut school class?" I says, "No, I have a cold. I did not want to play hooky." "Come on, sis, let her rest." When the rest of her friends, when Blake, Yang, and Rwby decided to go and others like that, go ahead to class, it says, "Weiss, don't cry, even if you're alone without me." Don't worry, that will never happen. This is one of my favorites. When the dog was appeared, she pet her dog, and she ran a false dream. She was dreaming about Winter. Winter, her older sister, and she's beautiful. Her father is finding out. Her father is always finding out. Feel herself, and you know, really, and she felt so down. She always wanted to be closer to her sister, wants to be better. Rice, and says, "What are you doing?" She always wanted to stay close to Weiss Schnee because Rwby's friend. And all. Then this one says, "I felt lonely," and all of this is like the reality of a family. And of course, there's a lot of things about being stuck to her friends closer to get her sick better, which is kind of nice, by the way. I really love this. And she also shows that the real spoil of Weiss, the real little spoilers, Snow White. Well, let's be honest. This is what it is. I thought I wanted to be alone, but maybe didn't want her to get close to me because she's sick. Had a cold. She didn't want to get. But that's nice. Who is the ice creams meeting? Now this is what this is all about. It shows you what type of boyfriend she wants to date with. And Yang was talking about let's must have a boyfriend. And she always picked that. Why she needs this, so John maybe. How about Neptune? He's handsome. Don't tell me you love Piera. This is the most funniest part I like. I might be wanting to see her dad. I need to know. Feed me already. This is one of the funniest parts I really love the most. And then, oh, suddenly there was Swice. She's almost killed Swice, and Swice loves Rwby, and like that. The most funniest things. She always wants Swice, and then all this talking on themselves, and then talk to each other. When Weiss Schnee put out a doggy treat for, all of it. And Blake would smell like, it smells sweet, super. Okay, she wants some doggy treats as well, but she loves fish. Wait, does she love fish or doggy treats? Who knew? Or both. Now Swice is going to have to throw it out. No, he's going out to keep training with me. And Yang was like, you both are you are staying away from Swice. Oh, come on. One of my funniest parts. Sister. Now this is what it tells about her sister and everything else. Me too. My sister always proud and joy. She always proud. I sure she is. I wish Weiss Schnee's sister should be proud. Acting wild like Yang Xiaoyang. Well, this is one of the most sisterly parts I love. They're always talking about her sister, and she always wants to become like her. Like Winter. That's what Weiss is. I says, no, I'm just kidding. She always, Target says, here's a book. And she makes sure that I really do love this. Weiss Schnee's always want to be like her sister. The law of the universal gravitation. Now let's check this out. Wow. I love these parts about it. Now this is called the Snowy Grimps. Now Snowy Grimps that she always studied hard. It's about when Weiss Schnee studies hard to become her sister, and she always want to be like her sister, Then she's blah like that. All the grumbling, and her friends were like, I didn't know. Shit. And the big boobies. Hey, there is Miss Smoking Body. What? Miss Smoking Body? And of course that I love about this funniest part. It shows you that you really do care about Poke and Shattered. And it shows that the life meter was just so much funny. When she was like sitting down on the bench, and that she always wants to like become stronger. And they just give her advice, and you're a woman your age. Which is kind of nice, by the way. I really do enjoy this. And she was like, she wants to get stronger, and stronger, just like her sister, which is kind of awesome. Chapters a day. This is when they were talking things about, something about doing the days, and all of this. I really kind of enjoy this, and that's like most funniest parts that I really love about this. She always, and Sean says, Hey, Weiss, I got 2 tickets. The concert vials was front row. You want to go? She says no. I really kind of like that. I hope that Weiss and John can be together. This is what I really want. The moon. When she wants to be stronger and stronger, she was trained by Winter. It's been a while, Winter. And she does look beautiful, which is kind of awesome. And this one is about when Winter visited Weiss Schnee's. This is kind of like this is a very huge, about this. We're calling it training combats, and her older sister always does the training combats, which is kind of like the awesome, and everything's about the beacon, and it's kind of cute, by the way. But this is where their story begins. Wow. Now this is called A Snowflake by a manga artist. It's just like this own. When I first read this one, it's when they went on a hunting trip, when they saw a grimoire. So they do like, what's a grimoire? Then maybe by my side, it's fast. Then ponderings and all this like that. This is like that. It says, "Yang, I got it," and then eat this. As that. This is my funniest part. Oh yeah. Oh wow. That was close. and Weiss and Yang says, "Weiss, ouch. You are always unpredictable. You can trust us a little more. You were a team. We were a team. Right." And she's right. They always wanted a team. And teams always got your back wherever you need. Friends for eternity, loyalty, honesty. That's what I think. Hey, your hair's different. I'm not sure about my sister today, but it's different. So this is called Promise. So this one is really about a promise to a team that, she wants to clear up something about her hair and all of this. This is kind of like the blushing. And look, there's John again. The most funniest guy I like about in Rwby history. This is kind of like the gloomiest. And until then, until Weiss Schnee met her sister Winter. Well, this is kind of like the most things I've ever seen. And she said, "You look great." This is kind of like the blushing moments. And they always hide underneath the bushes like that. And I said, "I see it, of course. I do. But they are the greatest teammates. Hey, I did like to see much idea they grown tomorrow." So there you have it. This is Rwby Volume 2, Mirror Mirror Weiss Schnee. If you guys love this book, you should buy it. You should just go to the bookstore or comic book store or any stores. So this is Super Anime Turbo. I'm signing out in peace. And also I uploaded some Street Fighter 5 videos, including the fight in EX layer, but I'm trying to find some matches. And also this year I'm going to Anime NYC again. And I also is going to be on November. And during the next month I'll be going to Anime Fest on maybe or maybe not. I might going to the Anime Fest. It's part of New York Comic Con. So I'm about to go like Thursday, Friday, and a half of Saturday. Maybe or maybe not. It depends of my days. So I'm Steve Johnson. And I'm signing out in peace. Stay out of trouble. And of course, there are Thursday tickets still at New York Comic Con. Thank you.